Let's get straight to my next guest in this hour, and that is the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock. Now, Matt, I know sometimes you and I have some good clashes on this show about various government policies. I'm going to say it straight up right now. You've ordered 40 million doses of the very first vaccine to get approval in the world. I'm going to do it. Round of applause. You're not going to get it very often from me. I'm going to give credit where it's due. Tell us, Pfizer BioNTech vaccine, first vaccine to be approved, first country in the world. Tell us about it.
First country in the world, and because we back the scientists, and they've done a great job, and they've actually, we don't often praise regulators, but the MHRA, they would not approve a vaccine unless it was safe and effective. But by working incredibly hard, they've been able to do this. And what it means for people is we now, we've got a vaccine. Help is on its way, and we can see our way out of this terrible situation.
And it is important to point out, isn't it? The UK regulator, they are independent. They can't be pressured. They're independent. But also crucial to point out, as the Financial Times note in their paper today, that actually the EU isn't even having meetings until the end of December. They're a European Medicines Agency until the end of December and early January to even discuss giving regulatory approval. Nice clear benefit of Brexit. We're able to go alone on this and get this rolled out early as next week.
Well, that's right. It is absolutely clear that because we've left the EU, I was able to change the law so that the UK alone could make this authorisation decision. So because we've left the EU, we've been able to move faster, yet it still be done with all of the safety checks that would have been done anyway. So we've got a faster approval because of Brexit, and that is obviously good news for everyone here. And then the NHS is ready to roll it out from next week.
Okay, and now this is the key thing. It's 95% effective, which is brilliant, but there is this issue of the minus 72 degrees Celsius storage, and that's why you're going to be rolling it out to NHS staff in the first instance, just for the ease of actually storing it and getting it out to as many people as possible.
Well, the prioritisation of who gets it first will be set out by this group of scientists and clinicians called the Joint Committee on Vaccinations and Immunisations. And later today, they're going to set out the order of priority for who gets the vaccine. At the top of that order is actually care home residents and their carers, and then the over 80s and NHS staff. And we'll do that, but we'll do that according to what is operationally doable. Because as you say, the minus 70 is a serious challenge. The fact you have to keep this at minus 70 until just before it's prepared, and so the NHS are have done a great job getting ready. There are 50 sites across the country that are ready to go from next week, and we'll of course expand that over time.
Okay, a lot of people, really happy today, like me, like you, been celebrating with this, but are still a bit concerned about the practical rollout of this, because we have had issues, have we not, with test and trace? But let's not dwell on those. But the actual practical implementation of this, we know the army on standby and the like. Are you confident that you can get every single dose that we've got ready? And how many doses have we got ready? That you can get those out as soon as possible, 24/7, round the clock?
Yes, this is the sort of thing that the NHS does, albeit usually in smaller scale. Does it every year with flu. The NHS is an amazing organisation in many ways, and one of the things that it does a lot of is logistics, is big operations. Having said all of that, it will be one of the biggest civilian logistics operations that we've ever done, and the army are helping and supporting very much, NHS led across all of the UK, the 4 different NHSs in the 4 different nations of the UK. But it's a UK program. We're ready to go. There'll be challenges. There'll be issues. Of course, there will in something this big.
And are we going to see, say, the government, or we talked about some celebrities, perhaps, having the vaccine early on to show that you're happy to take it? I mean, presumably you'd be very happy for any member of your family to have the vaccine.
Yes, I would. I mean, I'm not in a priority group because I'm a fit and healthy 42-year-old, but I would be prepared to do that if that is helpful in persuading people that it's safe, because I've got confidence in this vaccine because I've got confidence in the independent regulator.
Okay, Matt Hancock, Health Secretary, thank you very much indeed for joining us. There's lots of other things to talk about, but let's leave on a happy note. And as I say, this is a nice bit of good news that I think we all needed today. So thank you very much indeed for joining us.